Good morning, welcome to Morning Maths, day 39. You just need a pencil and paper, copy me if you need to, go faster than me if you can. The 39th day we've done this, if you've been with me since the start. That's a lot of great maths practice. There's no question you're better than you were at maths if you've done all this. 560 plus a mystery equals 567. What's missing? 560 plus something, 567. You can see the 7 is missing. 560 plus 7 equals 567. Question 2. 351 add plus, that's what that means, 373. This is real year 3 level addition here. 3-digit number and another 3-digit number. 1 plus 3. That's 4. 5 plus 7. 5 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is 12. 3 plus 3 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. 724. Question 3. I'll do this at the top. Now we're really into proper year 3 level subtraction. A 3-digit number. Take away a 3-digit number. This is much more difficult than we were doing at the start of the year. 8 take away 7. If you have 8 and you take away 7, there's 1 left. 0 take away 0 is 0, but a very important 0 that has to be there. 4 take away 2. 4 take away 1, 2, goes down to 2. So 408 take away 207 is 201. Remember, take away or minus is going to make things smaller usually. That's why we had 408 at the start, didn't we? 408. We took something away, then we didn't have 408 anymore. We had less because minus makes things smaller usually. Question 4, we can practice our 5 times table by doing 5 times 12. 12 lots of 5. So I'm going to sing my 5s 12 times. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 is 60. I counted on my fingers, I filled up 10 and then another 2, so 12 fingers, and I got to 60. 5 times 12 is 60. And question 5 is dividing. 6 divided by 6. That means you have to get these 6 cats, put them into 6 groups. 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups, 5 groups, 6 groups. There's only going to be 1 in each group, isn't there? 6 shared between 6 is 1. If you had 6 sweets and you share them out between 6 children, each child would only get 1 sweet. I think that's the first time we've got 1 as our answer. We'll be moving on to year 4 level work now. So let's go to question 6 if you're continuing. Question 6, something plus 80. Something. Mystery box plus 80 plus 4. So that's really the question, or one part of the calculation, I might say. All that equals 284. So 4 units is there, just units. 8t, 8 tens. There's nothing in the units, there's the 8 tens. 200 is nowhere up there because 200 is missing. That's not worth 2, is it? It's worth 200. So in the missing box goes 200. 280 and 4, 284. Question 7. Sum means plus. Sum of 137 and 63. Careful with your lining up. Lines up down the right. 3 and 7 is 10. Number bonds to 10. 3 and 6 is 9, plus 1 is also 10. 1 and 1 is 2. If you know your number bonds to 100, you will know 63 goes with 37 to make 100. That's why the answer ended in 2 zeros. So our answer is 200. Wonder if you'll notice anything about the answers on the year 4 level work today. See what you notice. I'll go on to question 8. 2,356 decreased by means take away 2,156. They both end in 56. 6 take away 6 is 0. 5 take away 5 is 0. 3 take away 1 is 2. 2 take away 2 is 0. So the answer is just 200. You probably noticed something about the answers on year 4 level today. Question 9. What's 100 times 2? I could do this one with times tables in disguise. Well, you probably just know what 100 times 2 is anyway. 1 times 2 is 2. Place these 2 zeros as well is 200, of course. A bit like that one. And question 10. Share 1,200 between 6. So we could use the bus stop. Let's use the bus stop. 1,200 between 6. Share that between 6. 6 doesn't go into 1, but it does go into 12 when you carry the 1. 6 into 12 is 2. 6 into 0 is 0. And 0 is 0 is 200 again. Because all the answers were 200, weren't they, in year 4? Let's go on to the year 5 level work, where the answers are not going to be 200. 4 plus a mystery equals 4.6. Well, what's missing in the question, the first part of this calculation, first part of this equation, I could say, is 0.6. 0.6 is missing, which is 0.6, isn't it? So we'll write 0.6. 4 plus no units and 0.6 equals 4.6. Question 12. Nice column addition really, because they both have 2 decimal places and both numbers have 4 digits. 94.81. Five plus 1 is 6. 2 plus 8 is 10. 5 plus 4 plus 1 is 10. 9 plus 1 is 10 plus 3 is 13. 130.06. I'm just checking on that. I did the right sign, didn't I? Addition, yeah. I think that looks right to me. Question 13. Purple this time. 5.4 minus 2.7. Well, this will be 2.7. Because 2.7 is half of 5.4. Let's check that with the method. See, just because you can find the answer straight away, don't just write the answer down. Still do the workings. See, I still did the workings, didn't I? Every time you write this stuff out, it just gives you more and more practice. That's why we always write things. More and more practice gets your brain and even your hands more and more used to doing it. You become more and more comfortable with it. Number 14 multiplied by 5. 2,398 multiplied by 5. 5 times 8, 40. 5 times 9, 45. Plus 4, 49. 5 times 3, 15. Plus 4, 19. 5 times 2, 10. Plus 1, 11. 11,990. We get? Question 15 will be a nice quick division. Divide 1835 if it was a date, but if it's a number, 1,835. We're dividing that by 5. It will work because it ends in a 5. If things end in a 5 or a 0, they will divide exactly by 5. 367 we get. 367. Let's go on to, oh yeah, 6 level work already. Here we go then. Column, place value. These ones just take a while because there's lots to copy. Something plus 0.1 plus 0.01. All of that equals 2.11. It's the 2 that's missing, isn't it? There's the point. I'm going to put the hats on to show you. Units and tenths. Units always comes before the point. Units, tenths, and hundredths. So in our units column, well, there's nothing in the question. There's nothing up the top. In the tenths, there is a 1, and there is a 1 here, so that's okay. In the hundredths, there is a 1, and there is a 1 here, so that's okay. It is just the 2 units that is missing. 2. 17. This is actually a bit of number bonds to 1,000 question, because 7 goes with 993 to make 1,000. And if we are talking like we are here of 7 thousandths plus 993 thousandths, you add those all up, you'll get 1,000 thousandths, which is 1 whole 1. Makes 1 whole 1. So all this carrying goes along here, and we get 1 whole 1, otherwise known as 1 point nothing. 1 point nothing, nothing, nothing. So 0.007, it's a tiny decimal, plus quite a tiny decimal, 0.993, adds up to just 1 whole 1. Question 18 next. Oops, that's not the rubber. What's question 18? It's take away. It's 1, not L. It's 1. Take away 0.83. Will only work if you make it 1.00. And 83 goes with 17 to make 100. So we've got 1 whole 1. We're taking away 0.83, which we could call 83 hundredths. We could say we're taking 100 hundredths and we're taking away 83 hundredths from that. So it's going to be 0.17, I believe. See how the method does this for us. 0.17 we get, don't we? That was question 18. 0.17. Question 19. I'm going to write the question, but the answer is not going to require any workings. 35,678 times 1. Nothing's going to change about the 35,688 when we just have it one time. It's going to be 35,678. So that's an easy one as long as you don't make a mistake. And finally, question 20. Divide 101 by 4. Pretty sure we did this actually on another work day. Maybe I didn't change this question like I should have. Oh, I know what I did actually. It is slightly different. So when we divide 101 by 4, what happens is we get 21 here at the end. How many 4s in 21? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 is 5, but remainder 1. So we could say 25 remainder 1. And sometimes you want a remainder type of an answer. But there's different ways of presenting our answer. So I'm going to actually do this 3 times. So question 20, one type of answer is 25 remainder 1. I'm going to do question 20 again, and this time I'm going to give you a fractions answer. So when we do 101 divided by 4, same thing happens. 0 carried a 1, 2 carried a 2, 5 remainder 1. So I can even write remainder 1. But then to get a fractions answer, you just rub out the R, put a little line, copy this number that we're dividing by 4. So the answer is 25 1/4. So in this case, 25 remainder 1 is one answer. Another answer is 25 1/4. And finally, I'm going to do 20 one more time. I'm going to get a decimal answer, which I normally prefer if you're not asked to do it any particular way. I normally prefer a decimal answer. And how we do this is we keep going all the way to there. And when we get that remainder 1, we make it 0.00. So 101 point nothing. It's still 101. But we can then pop our remainder there, 1. And we can carry on. And when you carry on, you get 25.25. They are all the same. 25 remainder 1 in this case. 25 1/4, 25.25. They're all the same, just 3 different ways of doing it. If you were doing a money word problem, you're going to want to use this one. If you were doing a word problem involving maybe cakes or something like this, you're going to do this one. If you were doing a word problem involving children or something like this, you'll have to have a remainder, because you're not going to want to chop children up into fractions or decimals, okay? So it depends what you're dealing with in a word problem. Common examples: remainders when you have people involved, fractions when you have cakes involved, and decimals when you have money involved. There's other examples as well. Let's see if it's 25.25. That's a decimal answer. It's the same as 25 1/4, and in this case it's the same as 25 remainder 1. So check all your answers, please. Next will be day 40, won't it? So I'll see you then, hopefully.